Hey gang, Sean from the Good Dog. Good morning, sleepy morning, because of guess who? The little monster. Um, Little monsters aside, just wanted to take a quick second and talk to you guys about possibilities and opportunities. I could give you like this big, like cheery speech and be, like try and find like a really great turn of phrase that like gets you excited. But the truth is, like, I want to make it not so like, um, not so predictable and exciting, and just make it very real and very practical and break it down in a very simple fashion. You guys can change, create, build, transform your lives, and so many of you don't know it. So many of you have been programmed by your family, your friends, your lifestyle, your schools, your society, whatever it might be, to accept what you've got, to accept far less than you can be, to accept getting by, to think that safety is the most important thing rather than growth or expanding yourself or figuring out what your potential is while you're on the short little like time frame that you've got here. I'm just blown away by how many people don't realize what's, like, you can't see my hand here, I'm doing a lot of this. How many people don't realize what's available to them? I know that when I was in my space, my not great space, I didn't realize it. I wanted it. I wanted to change things, but I didn't realize it. I didn't know it, and so I didn't have the right mindset. So I wasn't able to take the right actions on it. You have to have the right mindset and beliefs in order to take actions, because the actions are fueled by the mindset. For you, like, you're not going to go out and put in extra time or do extra work or do extra study or dig deeper into your own brain, and build better communication skills and better emotional skills and work your ass off and stay up late and do all that stuff if you don't feel like there's a tangible thing that you can create out of it. I hope that makes sense. If we don't have the understanding of what's possible, it's really hard to be motivated to do all the other stuff. Once we understand what's possible, once we truly, like, not just understand, but once we really believe it, once we really buy into it, then the motivation becomes very easy. Once you realize, wow, I can do whatever I want, I can live wherever I want, I can work whatever kind of gig I want to work, I can become whoever I want to become, I can expand myself to become somebody I'm extremely proud of, I can impact my friends, my family, the world, whatever it is, whatever you want to do for yourself, whatever you want to create, you've got the potential and the possibility and the opportunities, both on like the like standard levels of like making more money and doing things like that, I mean, a nicer house or cars, whatever, to the big stuff of like changing the world, impacting people, like truly creating a huge impact on a level that your brain, if you're not thinking big and if you haven't been exposed to big ideas and you haven't been exposed to people that are telling you can do it, you probably won't even give it the air to breathe. And so without that air to breathe, you'll never give it the next moment, which is daydreaming about it, starting to scheme about it, going deeper with it, and then doing the work and doing the work and doing the work and doing the work until you actually start to get some traction and create it and build it. So I just wanted to do this very like straightforward video of, for one, remind you guys, like I always say, if I can do it, anybody can do it. It's not some like BS rags to riches story. There's no like big riches, and I wasn't like homeless, but yeah, I was lost and I was stuck, and especially stuck up here. I had no idea what I could do, no idea what I could actually become, no idea what I could actually build. I hadn't been exposed to the right stuff mindset-wise to actually give those thoughts and beliefs and dreams real oxygen to breathe so I could take action on them. And that's why I'm such a big proponent of influence, because that's what really will give you the mindset to give oxygen to those those thoughts, those dreams, those beliefs, those feelings. So if you surround yourself with the right people and the right books, whether it's like virtual or real, if you surround yourself with enough of the right stuff, you can start to change this programming of whatever we might have gotten as kids, and then young adults, and then adults saying like, be safe, keep the safe job, don't take that risk, don't take that chance. You're gonna lose your money, you're gonna lose your whatever traction you've gained so far, you know, all these fear-based, it's so much fear-based stuff rather than growth and opportunity-based, right? Like, a little insight, like, we're all gonna die anyways. Like, the fear stuff, like, there's no like getting out of this one, you know? So might as well like let go of the fear stuff. Doesn't mean be reckless, but let go of the fear stuff and like take reality head on. Like, nobody gets out of this alive. Cool. So what do you want to do with the time that you've got here to make something exceptionally special go down? And if you don't have that stuff in your head, you'll never go after it. If you don't have the right messages whispering in your ear, you won't go after it. You'll stay safe, you'll stay small, you'll stay worried, you'll stay disempowered, and you'll rob yourself, and you'll rob your community and your family and me and everybody else from the possible great stuff that you could bring to the world. I know that sounds like so, but it's really true. One person on a really determined path with great stuff up here and a hell of a lot of action and butt kicking can change the world. That's how it works. One person decides, I'm gonna do something big, and goes after it and changes the world. So many of us have forgotten about that, or have never been taught about that. And so we don't go after it, because if you haven't been taught about it, you don't know it, or you've been, even the reverse, taught the opposite, not to go after it, then you don't really have a shot. You don't really have a fighting chance. So I'd love to encourage all you guys. I know what changed everything for me. And that's why I always talk about influence, because I changed what I put into my brain. I changed the books I read, I changed the audios, I changed the people, I changed my experiences, and it started to change this, started to change what I thought, started to change what I believed was possible, started to change what I thought I could do, what I could accomplish, what I could become. And then, like I said at the beginning of the video, once you have that stuff, once the beliefs are different, then the action can follow, because then you're motivated, then you're excited, then you're like, oh man, all this stuff is out there? Are you crazy? I'm not gonna like sleep in, or I'm not gonna, go piss away 3 hours doing something not valuable when I could do something that could actually create little momentum towards my dreams and my goals. So that's the power of influence, guys. I'm a broken record on influence, because I just think it's really the spark that changes everything up here. I know it was for me, and I know it's been for so many others. That's why people talk about mentors and, constantly surrounding yourself, the old saying of, you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Well, those 5 people don't even need to be real. So think about that. Of course, if you're spending your time with 5 people, in your immediate circle that are really negative and toxic, that's really going to be damaging. So you got to be super mindful of what you surround yourself with, what you allow in here, because boy, I'm telling you, this thing is so impressionable. You feed this thing the wrong stuff, and it will happily keep you hamstrung and handicapped, thinking you're incapable of doing amazing things. Feed it the right stuff, and this thing will absolutely run with it and allow you to build amazing stuff within and without. It's that freaking simple, guys. It's really that freaking simple. So you guys know my story. 40 years old, still parking cars, really struggling, all levels, right? I know it sounds like a book, but it's because a lot of us live stories that are, book worthy. And then from there, started exposing myself to different stuff. And within a handful of years, all that stuff started to change. Influences were first, mindset came next, and then actions logically followed that, because whatever you believe is what you'll take action on and how you'll take action on. You believe you're small, you believe you need to be safe, you believe it's scary out there, you believe you don't have opportunities, Those are the kind of actions that will reflect that. You believe the opposite. You believe anything's possible. You believe you're unstoppable. You believe you're put here to find out everything this can do and what you can do and become. That's what your actions will reflect. So just a little early morning thing I wanted to share with you guys. You know, I'm always trying to kind of get this message across because I think it's such an important one. And it's not about me. I share my part of the story only to kind of reinforce and give it a little gravity and a little believability, that I'm not just like, well, you know, I'm telling you straight from the horse's mouth. That's what worked for me. So, and I know it's worked for oodles of other people. The more books I've read, the more lives I've studied, the more I've seen that to be the case over and over again. So if there's anybody out there that happens to see this and actually entertains it, and then does that work of changing their influences, could actually change their lives. And that's why I make these videos. That's why I do this stuff. That's why you've got a dog trainer looking tired and puppy-faced early in the morning, talking to you, trying to encourage you to take another look at some stuff, so maybe you can get a different perspective on life and your time here. It's going fast. We ain't getting out, right? Might as well have a great time with it. Might as well see what you can do with what you've got. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna let you go. I gotta take care of this little monster before she pees on the bed and chews up my toes and terrorizes my dog some more. Anyways, love y'all. I hope this is helpful. Any questions about how any of this stuff works or any recommendations, I'm always happy to share my influence and book list and, you know, the stuff that's been really helpful for me. I've got like a top 25 list. You can hit me up. I'm happy to share that with you guys. But connect those simple dots and you can be off to the freaking races with your life. Connect those dots, guys. Influence. Then it creates right mindset. Then it creates right action. And then all of a sudden, how'd I get here? How did it all change? Simple, right? Just move backwards and look at the beginning. That's where it all starts. All right, I'm out of here. See you guys. Have a good, what are we on? Tuesday? Have a good Tuesday.